My name is Gloria. My partner Crystal and I will get into talking about not only the physical border, but the psychological one. A little background information on myself. Pertaining to my own identity, I see myself as a Mexican American, meaning that I was born in the US and my parents are of Mexican descent. In my life, I never really got to see the physical border too often, and all I really knew about it until recently was that it separated two countries. I never really knew the struggle of coming to the United States from Mexico. To show how unknowledgeable I was on the subject, I laughed at this picture when I first saw it. I didn't think it was real. I thought it was just some made up sign on the internet from someone trying to be funny. But when it was brought to my attention that it was real and that the sign was somewhat near where I lived, I changed my mind about it. The struggle is real and the security is tight. People go through so many obstacles trying to cross the border, whether it's every day for school or work, or it's just trying to get into the country for a better life. Why should people be restricted from going where they want, especially if they feel like they can improve their lives from it?
The border separates many individuals from their families and makes us struggle through our identity and culture too. Immigrants come to the U.S. to live the American dream, leaving their families in Mexico so that they can have a better life. In the past, immigrants in the U.S. had the opportunity to reunite with their relatives of Mexico. The place was called Friendship Park, where friends and families could meet despite of their nationality. In the year 2009, U.S. Border Patrol agents denied U.S. citizens access to Friendship Park to start construction on the fence. The candidates will argue that the construction of the new fence was a matter of national security. This new fence not only denied people from reuniting with their relatives, but it also reinforced security to keep Mexicans out of the U.S. On the other hand, I think the border is a psychological division that makes us question about our identity since we try to fit in both cultures. In the book Borderlands, Andalsua mentions, she has discovered that she can hold concepts or ideas in rigid boundaries. The borders and walls that are supposed to keep the undesirable ideas out are entrenched habits and patterns of behavior. Borders and walls can't prevent you from practicing your own culture and ideas. For those of us who live near the border, we are a different community and we can't be forced to have a certain mentality.
Whether you are Mexican, Mexican American, Chicano or Chicana, Latino or Latina, fronterizo or fronteriza, Hispanic or even something else, we are all impacted by borders one way or another, and we all have the responsibility to teach others our past, our knowledge, and the truth behind the US-Mexico border.